Meet Amber, a mother of two, petrified of going to the dentist, so much so that she didn't visit the dentist for 12 years. Her gums were bleeding and she was in immense pain. Her teeth were decaying down to the root. She paid for her phobia with her health and self-confidence. When she finally went to the dentist, the damage was irreparable. I'm Benu, the head of technology for our company, iDentistry. Let's be real, not all of us are great about going to the dentist. For one, there's a term for being afraid of going to the dentist, dentophobia, and it affects 36% of the population. In addition, people lack the time to go to the dentist, and what little time they can carve out might not even be compatible with their dentist. That's even if you have a dentist, a luxury that many Americans lack. Most tragically, a quarter of Americans do not have insurance for dental care. In sum, 1 in 3 Americans forewent dental care entirely in 2019. And in 2020, these problems have been compounded by the dental office closures due to COVID. This is exacerbated by state regulations on teledentistry that do not authorize dentists to have virtual visit models. As more people skip out on their recommended dental checkups, their symptoms go unnoticed until they progress into life-threatening situations. Despite all of this, no easy way exists to self-diagnose and communicate with your dentist in a comfortable and at your fingertips manner. Introducing the iDentistry Co application. Let's take a look at the working prototype. The app brings the user to a login portal where they can sign up with dental provider contacts, family history, etc. On the app's dashboard, the user can tap the camera icon to take a picture of their teeth and perform a diagnosis. The app leverages a constantly updating AI image recognition model trained on an ever-growing set of images to identify risk for problems. The app connects patients with their dentist through email, generating a patient code needed to connect dentist with patient. Patients can also track their long-term progress on the app's dashboard and contact their dentist through the in-app texting feature. Lastly, the app will send periodic self-care tips to inform users to take their dental health seriously, a concern which is lacking among many. For all these reasons, we like to say that this app is like having a mini dentist in the palm of your hand, without the burdens of fear, cost, or availability. On the other hand, when the dentist registers their practice on the app, they'll have a dashboard view of their patients, from which they can monitor patient results via the app's auto-generated charts and suggest treatment options. The features of our product revolutionize patient care in dentistry by minimizing over and under triage, preventing unnecessary visits, connecting users with their dentists, cutting costs, and providing care for Americans in remote areas. Especially during and after COVID, iDentistry is a game changer by providing its users with accurate diagnostic tools without human contact.
Something like this, where the information is accurate, would be helpful because when they're looking at pictures and they're looking at their mouth, it's of similar situations, so it wouldn't be off from what they need.
I'm Shivani, and I'm the head of Executive Administration and Outreach. The technology, utility, and viability behind iDentistry offers our customers unparalleled value. The app employs a convolutional neural network model built with the Keras Deep Learning API that classifies images instantaneously based on thousands of training images. In fact, our application was able to classify 82% of images found within the 500-image dental database curated by Rutgers University. More specifically, the false negative rate was 11%, and the false positive rate was 7%. This model can be further optimized with an endoscope, which can be purchased at an additional cost to capture clearer images. Patient history and profiles are maintained in our interactive dashboard, allowing for preventative care and long-term progress tracking. iDentistry values user privacy. User data is either stored on device via Core ML or encrypted through Firebase, well in line with HIPAA regulations. As of late, we are working with companies like dental scheduling applications so that our app is seamlessly compatible with existing dental ecosystems. We've already partnered with DepStech, a medical device manufacturer, to provide us with endoscopes. In 2015 alone, 5 billion monthly searches were for self-diagnosis, and 4 million users use AI apps like Symptomate or Skin Vision to diagnose diseases. Thus, it's clear that there's a demand for the self-diagnosis, so iDentistry would thrive in the oral health space. In a SRS survey with 237 Dallas residents, 86% stated that they would be interested in a diagnostic tool for dental ailments, indicating a strong product to market fit. The app was sent to 50 associates for testing who loved the feature set the app offered, but also stressed the need for accessibility and pricing. Based on this feedback, the app development team simplified the dashboard UI while retaining functionality, and an affordable family subscription model was introduced. Furthermore, we conducted a pilot with dentists where the app's performance was evaluated. In our many interviews, dentists asked for patient profiles and precautions, so an in-app charting interface and disclaimers were added to provide the services the dentist needed and to seek a source of dentist-approved information for patients. In the final iteration, 21 out of 24 dentists expressed satisfaction, claiming iDentistry would provide convenient diagnostic results. On a larger scale, according to the American Teledentistry Association, the teledentistry market was worth $2.2 billion with a 17.9% CAGR, which will only increase post-COVID since remote diagnosis is the way of the future. Our focus on diagnosis and dentist-to-patient communication narrows the target market to $660 million. Finally, our app focuses on self-diagnosis, so we'll be able to carve out a niche in a market presently focused on professional diagnosis, bringing us to a beachhead market of $150 million for the next 1 to 3 years.
I'm Avi Fadala, and I'm in charge of financials and marketing administration. For our go-to market, we plan to create a customer base by reaching out to the patients of dental and primary care clinics through 2 main channels, media platforms and medical supply distributors. This will create a bridge to dental conscious patients and those in the primary care clinics who may or may not be as dentally conscious, our target market. We'll start in DFW and expand throughout 15 big cities in the vicinity due to a lag of legalized teledentistry, making for a large untapped market, allowing us to ramp up our consumer base quickly as we gain traction. As we pick up steam, we will forge partnerships through salespeople with on-demand clinic groups whose dentists can promote our product and insurance companies who can reimburse patients who use the product. Simultaneously, our marketing team will use other avenues such as ads to patients trying to self-diagnose via Google or WebMD, social media campaigns, newsletters, and our website. Furthermore, established customers will be incentivized to spread the word through our referral program and affordable family plans. Through features like weekly dental hygiene tips, user retention will remain high as people use the app to its fullest potential for users beyond period remote diagnosis. Our plan has 2 revenue streams, our subscription models and our endoscopes, which are purchasable on our website. The subscription will be priced at $15 per year for individuals, patients, and dentists, or $30 per year for families. In addition, the endoscope is priced at $40. To help you envision the patient perspective, we will go over one persona, Carol, the concerned spouse and parent. For year 1 cost, we'll set aside $30,000 for sales and marketing, $60,000 for payroll, and $5,000 for insurance. The cost of indirect costs of utilities comes out to $25,800. Lastly, we're setting aside $25,000 for maintenance, repair, and overhaul, as well as R&D and capital costs. Under these stipulations, we are projected to break even after 2 years and have an operating income of $6.7 million after year 5.
I'm Vaishnavi Puri, and I'm in charge of execution and design. Amongst emerging competition in the market, iDentistry stands out with its functionality. Teledentistry applications such as Denteractive and Dentulu allow patients to find dentists from around the nation, but teledentistry legislation doesn't permit licensed dentists to practice virtually in over 20 states around the nation. iDentistry fills in this gap and is the front runner in the market with our unique usage of AI, which empowers patients, and the reach of our app, which tackles the lack of education in dental care. We've put together an advisory board of dentists and business experts who are guiding us through putting the app on the market and are eagerly waiting to see its launch. With their support, along with the legal counsel from Ventus Law and Microsoft Startups Program legal team, we're currently in mid-stages of establishing our LLC, filing our patent application, and creating an EULA to cover our liability for self-diagnosis and connecting patients with dentists. Let's see what Microsoft has to say.
The way that you guys were looking to solve the problem of a dental visit was an idea that could be easily monetized. The mobile app was light years above what you see out there today, and the sky is the limit.
iDentistry's capabilities to test and bring our product to market will be boosted by an investment backing of $150K for a 10% stake in our company. While we have come a long way for product development, we need FDA approval. Unlike emerging competition in the market, we have a head start with forming a clinical testing network with many dentists and patients. We are working together to create a 510K clearance application to obtain FDA approval to cover liabilities. Ultimately, the potential for an image recognition application like iDentistry is boundless. In 10 years, we will have millions of downloads of our apps from patients and dentists alike. So missing out on quality care will be a thing of the past.
That's time.
iDentistry, told we build better smiles. Thank you.
Awesome. Great job, Team iDentistry. Tariq, you have the first question.
Yeah, so the question relates to, I've got a pain in my upper right molar. There's no way the app phone is going to take a picture there. So the question is this, in the 20 dentists you've spoken with, what percentage of problems in the jaw and in the teeth could possibly be picked up using this app?
Right. I think that that is a completely valid concern. And to address your point about being in the back of the mouth, that's why we're also offering the solution at an additional cost of purchasing an endoscope. So the endoscope is basically a camera on a little attachable thing. It's a macroscopic camera, so you can put it in your mouth and follow all proper hygiene processes. And based on our dentistry feedback, they definitely approve of us having this endoscope because they think that this is the same tool that they essentially use in dental offices for their checkups. So it should really be no different. Like was said by the dentist in the interview.
Yeah, I get it, but what's the percentage? So even with the endoscope, you're not going to capture 100% of the issues. What's the percentage?
That's why we said that our app was 82% accurate in terms of diagnosing dental ailments.
Thank you.
All right, Priyanka, you're up next.
Great presentation and very smart with the catchy tagline, truth be told. My question is about, there was, in one of the slides, or you were mentioning about insurance companies being able to reimburse, and how are you making it, how are you incentivizing it for the insurance companies? Have you thought about that? If so, walk me through the process.
Right. I think that Vaishnavi, our lead executive administrator, would love to tackle that question.
So some of the things that we want to do in order to incentivize the insurance company is to allow them to use our application and see if they can actually reimburse this. So one of the ways that we're going to do this is to make them kind of see our app and see how exactly this could help the patients. So we do have the dentist side, and since our dentists back up this extremely well, our insurance company should also do the same.
Okay, thank you.
And Vineet, you have the next question.
Yeah, no. So excellent presentation. I think you're trying to solve a problem that's there with almost everyone. What I wanted to understand was, why should a dentist support you? Because at the end of the day, he's a key part of the ecosystem. So how do you take the dentist along with you?
Absolutely. I think that that question is something that we've thought about really thoroughly in terms of dentist monetization. And I know Shivani has an answer for you as the executive administrator for our app.
Hello, thank you so much for asking this question. So for our app, we're not entirely replacing the concept of dentist to patient, like physical appointments, but rather we're connecting them to each other. So this also incentivizes our dentists because they will still receive appointments and physical appointments like from their like patients that are connected through our app, but this will rather enhance the appointment model because it will give them a preliminary understanding of what exactly the patient is going through. And if the conditions are severe, then the patient may go in for an appointment or or they may even choose to do like a virtual visit with the dentist. So either way, the dentist is still getting paid. And in the future, we are working towards tying up with insurance companies, as I said before, so that we can also provide further benefits to dentists and patients alike, so that the patient costs will be reduced by some margin and the dentist would also receive some margin of the payment.
And bouncing off of what Shivani has said, we also have an automated chart feature. So we know dentists spend a lot of their time trying to fill out those charts. So that is a huge burden on the side of the dentist. So as another incentivization tactic, we are also creating automated charts for them so that it's easier for them to go to get to other different patients in shorter amounts of time and therefore increase their profit as well.
Oh,